What's up, y'all? Today I'm talking about zone 2 cardio. So if you have not heard about it, do not worry about it. I'm going to explain it all to you today. This is the type of cardio that you're not completely out of breath and dying. You might be a little sweaty, a little breathless, but it shouldn't be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. There are still serious benefits for your endurance, recovery, and fat loss. A lot of people think you need to go hard in the paint to get results, and A, that's not sustainable, and B, that's not true. So it is important to have workouts where your effort is lower and more consistent, and that can allow your body to burn more fat, recover better, and especially if you're postpartum, just starting out, or trying to train smarter. As you get older, it's important to have these days of zone 2 cardio for your cardiovascular benefit, endurance, and more. My name is Arielle. I'm a certified personal trainer, postnatal performance training specialist, and a certified nutrition specialist candidate. And I'm going to break it down in this video what zone 2 cardio actually is, why it's one of the most effective ways to train your metabolism, and how to work it into your life for real, tangible results. Okay, so what is zone 2 cardio and why is it important? It is a moderate intensity effort where your heart rate sits about 60 to 70% of your max. So if you don't know what that is off the top of your head, what I say to my clients is that an RPE, a rated perceived exertion, in the middle, where you can, a 5 to 7 range, where you can, it's challenging, but you could still have a conversation without gasping. If you want to do the math though, to find your heart rate, 220 minus your age, and then multiply by 0.6 to 0.7 to find what your heart rate should ideally look like in this zone 2. But essentially, if you can talk, it might be challenging, but you can hold a conversation, you're probably in that zone 2 range. So brisk walking, light jogging, cycling, hiking with an incline. I like to jog for zone 2, but I always keep track of my heart rate depending on if I am tired, if it's hot out, I might need to go slower, or if I'm well slept, I have sugar in my blood ready to energize me, maybe I can go a little bit harder while still staying in that zone 2 range. So this is more of your cruise control, low stress zone. It should be challenging, but not defeating. So it is important to stay in this range. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is why zone 2 is super powerful for endurance, recovery, and fat loss. So that zone 2 area, that range, it targets your aerobic energy system and improves mitochondrial function. So those are the parts of your cell that are really important for energy production using oxygen. So at this level of effort where you can hold a conversation, but it's challenging, your body actually prefers to use fat as a main fuel source versus carbs or proteins. But generally, your body doesn't usually want to use proteins as fuel anyways. So your body stores way more energy in fat than in carbs. So when you're staying in this zone 2, you're training your body to use those fat stores more efficiently. So that's why it's really important to incorporate zone 2 into your training regimen on a weekly basis. Zone 2 cardio supports sustainable fat loss, steady energy levels, and fewer blood sugar crashes. Even a brisk walk after dinner, that can really help regulate your blood sugar. It also improves your recovery capacity, so you're less wiped out after workouts. I have been there where I just want to go 10 out of 10 all the time, and it's not sustainable, and your body craves lower impact movement on a regular basis so that it's learning to recover and rest. Who is zone 2 training important for? It's not just for endurance, hardos, people that want to improve their mile time. It's incredibly, incredibly helpful across all stages, all levels of fitness, all stages of life. So, for example, postpartum, it's a great, gentle way to rebuild your aerobic base without putting on too much pressure on your body as you're healing and recovering, and also getting your cardiovascular capability back to where it was. Because we know that when you get pregnant, those stairs, girl, they become challenging. It's great for beginners. No need to jump into high intensity chaos. Oh my gosh, when I first started running, I thought I just had to run as hard as I possibly could. I'd last a mile. I hated it. Now taking it down a notch, I'm able to run further and feel better while doing it. Zone 2 also supports cardiovascular health, mobility. It's joint-friendly movement. So as you age, zone 2 cardio is also a great option. And for runners and lifters, it helps build that aerobic base that supports your higher intensity sessions. Like I said, it's important to have these different levels of intensity throughout your week. And if you're a biohacker nerd, this is literally the zone that supports longevity and energy production at cellular level while burning fat. So if you're looking for something sustainable and restorative, I would definitely incorporate zone 2 cardio into whatever your workout schedule is. If you are curious how to incorporate zone 2 cardio into your week, like what does that look like? I did mention jogging, brisk walking, hiking an incline, 1 to 2 sessions a week of zone 2 cardio, whether it's tacking it on at the end of a workout or own standalone workout. 30 to 45 minutes is so beneficial. So again, going for a fast-paced walk, listen to your favorite podcast, light jog, a bike ride, add it to a morning routine like walking after breakfast, or like I mentioned after dinner, pushing a stroller and letting your just zen out from your day. Swimming is also a great zone 2 option. Again, everyone's body is different, so what may be challenging to someone might not be challenging to you, or vice versa. So find that challenge where you can still hold a conversation. Just a reminder, zone 2 cardio is not about crushing it. It's about being consistent, letting your body adapt over time, improving your cardiovascular health, improving fat loss, improving your endurance. And the idea is that it's sustainable. So ideally it's more enjoyable, or you feel like you could do it for longer than if you were just going in a zone 3, 4, 5 heart rate through the roof for long periods of time. And it teaches your body to burn more fat over time. Hopefully this has been helpful in explaining what zone 2 cardio is, how you can incorporate it into your workout regimen, and how to know if you are in zone 2 cardio. So if you have questions, drop it in the comments. And if you are interested in joining my online training program that emphasizes strength training, but also balance, make sure to check out my website at empwrwellness.net and check out my 3 program offerings for you for the online training programs. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button